Um, obviously very, very surreal at first. To have it happen as fast as it did was probably almost a blessing. For me, obviously, just after I knew it once Kyle took that shot that there was a chance of it, and obviously run over, grab my helmet, get ready to roll. So it was kind of nice in that sense, not having to think about it. You just go out there and do it. And then in that situation, kind of there into half, working some. Trying to get the ball moving, and obviously getting into a 2-minute tempo was good as well. In the same sense, just no thinking, going and playing.
What did the first hit feel like?
That was it. For me, I've been waiting for that a long time. It was hard this year with no preseason. We wear the jerseys in practice, so you don't get touched much. But the first one felt good. It was nice to obviously know that you're fine and going out there, and it was nice to kind of knock the cobwebs off, so to speak.
What about the play where Aaron Donald literally jumps on your back?
Yeah, I mean, for me, obviously, the second half was tough. Frustrating in a lot of ways, especially once you're down, and then once it got real wet, it was hard with the grip and tough sledding and trying to find a way to get it done. And they're good up front. Certainly, their whole D line, but certainly 99 is a good player, and trying to go out there and get it done. It was frustrating, to say the least, certainly that second half. So we'll look at it and go from there.
Alex, did you take a moment even in pregame to kind of appreciate being back out there in uniform?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, certainly even, although it's not the same, but certainly even just the little things, obviously putting on the uniform, pregame warm-ups, running out of the tunnel, all those things are certainly, you take for granted sometimes, and certainly being back, I wasn't going to do that this time. So taking it all in, I knew I was obviously prepped all week and prepared, and knowing I was only a play away. Obviously wish it would have gone better, especially obviously that second half.
Alex, is there a moment where you kind of go through those last couple of years in your mind today and think about everything that happened, or even just being?
No, I mean, today happened so fast, and just trying to, fight and get through it and make a play out there and get something going. So for me, I definitely frustrated there the second half. I'd say that's probably lingering more than any as far as sentiment of the last couple of years. We'll see, obviously, as I step away from it. But now for me, just trying to be better, trying to play better. I was trying to get something going there in the second half. It was obviously tough sledding, and never fun to go out and play like that.
Alex, your family was here, and when you came in, they gave you a little standing ovation. I know there's not many people in the crowd, so the reaction, I'm sure, would have been very different. But did you see that? And if you did, what did that mean to you?
Yeah, I did get to see my family. It was nice. Obviously working out in the sense that they let family in for this game. Appreciated them being there. I know my wife felt better about things being here. Certainly, obviously, very cool to have my kids out there. And so, yeah, fun. I mean, in that sense, that was obviously great. But like I said, it's you're out there to play a game and go play well. And certainly it was tough for most of the second half getting anything going.
I know you haven't had a chance to watch the film yet and really dissect what happened, but just from what you experienced out there, what do you think is the biggest thing missing to get it?
I mean, today was tough. They're a good defense. The second half was hard. I mean, the ball has to come out. The D-line was playing obviously really well. You're pretty limited once it got real wet there as far as pushing the ball down the field anyway. So that certainly was hard. I've felt a little, obviously, tough sledding, handcuffed with that a little bit. We'll see. Look at it, learn from it, get better. I think a unique situation, obviously playing in weather, and it's not an excuse, but you got to go out there and get it done. But tough once we were behind and kind of one-dimensional in that sense. I felt like they were kind of off, keeping everything in front of them, trying to drive on everything, and certainly not letting you hold on to the ball back there.
Alex, this might be a dumb question, but does playing football now feel different for you? I mean, you've been practicing all these months, but going in live speed, does it feel different from before at all?
Yeah, no, not different. I mean, I think you're always adapting. I mean, injuries aside, to change and get better. Certainly, as you get older, that's something that throughout my career you continue to adapt and kind of fine tune. So, in a lot of ways, it's still the same. you're still going back there playing quick and reacting, and that feeling of being back there with the ball in your hands, certainly why I came back. Like I said, tough. It's hard not being able to look at the film yet and talk about it. So we'll see, see what it looked like and get better. It'd be good for me to look at, in the sense that I haven't had tape to look at in a couple of years. But we'll see.
Alex, you've been through so much in your career. Have you talked to Dwayne about what he's going through now and how it would be best for him to handle it?
Yeah, I mean, I have talked to Dwayne. I feel for him for sure. Someone that went through a lot of different things as a young quarterback, and being a young quarterback in this league is hard enough, going out there and just playing, but obviously dealing with the ups and downs of it. And I think, I've talked to him a lot about the importance of, certainly, I think, just him focusing on himself and his trajectory and reaching his potential, and all the things that go on around, all the distractions, is not letting him be that, not letting him be a distraction, focusing on what he has to do to continue to get better, just like I'm focused on what I need to do to be the best I can be, and for this team. So as frustrated as I know he is, obviously important to try to put that aside and continue down his path.
Alex, did you think this day over these last 2 years was always possible, or did you believe it? Or
I mean, certainly was there, and I continued to reach for it and put it out there and strive for it. But no, I'd be lying if I was saying there weren't a lot of days when I didn't think it was going to happen. But you just kind of keep pushing through, and I always felt like when I had my darkest moments, there was always something around the corner that happened that I just kept kind of plugging along, and all of a sudden I made a big gain or a big step or something clicked, and and then I'd kind of keep marching, and I felt like it would repeat itself, and all of a sudden, though, then I'd make another jump, and for me, obviously the biggest ones have been the last 6-8 weeks, obviously getting out on the field and really doing it and knowing that I can and doing it consistently. It was nice this week to get bumped up as far as reps go and getting more work in, in a simulated sense, and then obviously out there today getting those reps.
Guys, let's take 3 or 4 more.
Hey, Alex.
Can you walk us through that the moment when you see Kyle go down and kind of where you were on the sideline, and what was the immediate conversation right after that?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I had a good look at it right there on the sideline, obviously following the play on the, the 3rd and 1, and, him on the run. And I knew it was a big hit just from the sound of it and obviously the side of it, and kind of trying to see his reaction, getting up, and knew immediately that obviously being ready to roll, ran over and get my helmet and get ready to go. It's the name of the game in this league, and got to try to be ready for your opportunities. And that one came quick, but yeah, I knew immediately there was a chance.
Alex, Ron said if Kyle is okay and healthy to get, practice on Wednesday, that he'll be the starter next Sunday. After everything you've been through, is that something that you can just process as, okay, that's not a big deal, or now that you've been back, is that burning desire really back to start, whatever you can?
I thought first off, I thought Kyle, when he was out there, played great. I thought he played decisive, quick, and certainly obviously leading us down on the touchdown drive. I was really bummed for him. I was excited for his opportunity. He's a good kid, works really hard. And obviously this is out of our control. So whatever coach decides he goes with, that's his job. For me, it's doing what I need to do. These are reps that obviously I'll learn from and get better at. But whatever this team needs me to do, I'll do. And if Kyle is healthy and gets the role, then I'm going to obviously support him every way I can and be ready to go again and better next time. Today was tough and not how I saw things going. That second half, like I said, obviously was tough. And but yeah, whatever coach wants, I'll be ready and be ready to go.
2 more.
Alex, what does tonight look like for you now that you've gone through all this, with your family? When you get home, is there somebody, maybe a doctor, anybody that you're thinking of calling? Take us what tonight might look like for you.
Oh God. I mean, the list of people that have helped me, if you're asking that, as far as getting back, the list of people is so long. The amount of people that I've relied on over the last 2 years. But certainly there's obviously some really important ones, and so thankful for them. And it's something I try to let them know as often as possible, not just today, how thankful I am for all of them and what they have done for me and continue to do for me and my family. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I still got a pretty bitter taste in my mouth right now. I feel like from that, you never want to go out there and play like that. It was tough and frustrating. Maybe down the line it'll have a more positive spin on it, but right now, pretty bitter taste in my mouth.
Last one.
Alex, when you envisioned kind of coming back, your first game back in 2 years, how close was what happened today to what you were in?
Say that again. Sorry.
Sorry, I said how close was today to what you were envisioning when you were kind of picturing what it would be like when you would come back?
Yeah, not necessarily envisioning, obviously, that coming off the bench and rolling, and then certainly not envisioning the downpour, like the quarterback's worst nightmare. But whatever. It was great. It was great to be out there. I've worked. I think the feeling, the range of emotions, the good and the bad, is why I fought so hard to come back. I think sometimes you can take it for granted. And certainly being away from it for a couple of years, I've missed it. So good to be back in it, rolling. And like I said, we'll look at the film and get better and keep moving forward.